Okay, I'd first like to talk about what I do and my most recent project, which was working for ESW Capital as a director of online training. Basically, what I did is I surveyed multiple learning management systems and decided to implement a product called Docebo, and here's its main dashboard. Initially, I had to start one division. Oops. Let me go back over here. Go to the courses called Central Training, and the other as Integration Central Support, and the other as Integration University. And I chose this particular learning management system because it had a lot of nice features. It has GoToMeeting features, Zoom features, basically online conference calls you can have, record and save in the LMS, and even add a test to make sure the person's paying attention and understood, or they didn't show up and they need to go back and watch what happened in the conference and take a test. So what I did was I developed it over the course of about 3 months initially, and then it got ramped up to capacity after 6 months. That's when we developed all these different courses for the companies and products that are acquired by ESW Capital. So if you're looking at these little folders in the central support directory, they're related to the companies that are acquired and the products within them. Like Firm 58 is a software that manages brokerage houses. So if I click on that folder and I scroll down, you can see all the courses that were created for Firm 58. 17 courses in total, how they manage their daily tasks, billing and publications, fixing required rate, missing errors, anything that can happen in the software. Basically, we put into online training, and we hire agents to manage the product line. And Integration University, that initiative wasn't as effective because it is software development and design. And we did create some meaningful courses for engineering and software as a service operations, but since software is always changing, engineering is changing, product design is constantly changing, this wasn't as effective as putting together the product training that we did above. And it's very effective for online support agents to get them certified in the products they need to be covering. So, and we also put in central support newsletters. That was always fun to have and show off all the courses that we did in time. We did it, of course, like every week we put forth a newsletter. And then another thing that we found to be very effective is putting together course catalogs and learning plans. So if I click on course catalogs, I can put together catalogs and enroll multiple people into 8 classes at once, and they follow a sequence. So that was valuable too. And this program is quite simple to use. You have an overview of the entire system here on the dashboard. It shows you the most popular classes. You can create different reports, extremely easy user reports, course enrollment times, learning objects. We did test drive a few more technical classes that had interactivity with it. In other words, you're programming a system, you're trying to connect databases, and you're using SSRS, for example, and you need to punch in that particular string. We did some training of that nature. So that is my overview of my most recent assignment. I could go on into great detail, but it didn't take too long to put together this type of system because it was so simple to use and user-friendly. What else can I show you? Course dashboard. This gives you like a 360 overview of what's going on. Of course, we've created a few courses that nobody used at all because the product line completely changed. That was as it was being integrated into our central factory, so that didn't work out. But the majority of them, if they're front-end support, it's very effective. Or if you want compliance training, like something like this is one of the more popular courses. that is going to work beautifully if you need that for your organization. Okay, and then we can even have some very insightful reports that we can put together. And this has its own APIs that you can program and develop. Course summary. Let's see what this one says. Oh, you got to generate out of a PDF. So suffice to say, it was a success, and it continues to grow. And you have learning channels. You can do classroom locations with live training. Reports can be programmed to send to management any frequency that you want. And another important thing is something called a power user. And what that basically is if you have somebody that's in charge, for example, if you show here in charge of a particular team, you can have them as a lead, and they can enroll their teams themselves and set their own deadlines for their team. And you can manage menus, manage pages. You can use this for external training, which is very popular. Let's see if we haven't done anything with that yet. I know that there's demands for it now. And what it is it allows you to have a customer log in, and that customer can have their own stylized landing page, and then they can learn more about how to manage their product, since this particular client only deals in software. So that's an overview of my most recent assignment, and I hope you find it useful. I'd love to implement some e-learning for your organization. Thank you.